we've now done 2 stories, and we said that in the reading that they weren't all necessarily going to be connected, which the 2 so far haven't been. There's the feeling that we're not done.
I agree.
There's something more.
In the midst of it.
In the midst of it. That's exactly what I said. I'm 3 for 3. I'm counting it. Hey, let's go upstairs. Kind of.
Handgun? Okay.
Yeah, this is important. I think this is the next place we need to go because gun, pistol, handgun.
Right.
I'm going to say something, and I don't know this to be true. But I could report for later. Let's remember this. But
I am here.
I know you're here. I know who you are.
Do it.
I was getting ready to say it. I'm going to say that the one piece, most definitely, this is the one I'm sure of, is the handcuff.
Right.
That is the next thing we need to dive down.
Right.
Anne was murdered. Anne came up earlier.
Anne was said during that. Maybe Anne connects to the gun. I don't know.
Right.
But if she was murdered by
Well,
gun,
also, running, there was something like homicide, or there was something like that. Like, there was something like, like somebody's there. Where?
they're like giving us the answers right now.
Alright, what's else?
Somebody was shot because they had an affair. Anne had an affair.
Anne was murdered.
Anne was running away when she got shot.
By
It's
a
all
pistol.
connected.
Of a handgun, a pistol, of possession of someone close.
Oh yeah, that might not even reference it. That might have been like somebody close to her was shot. Or like somebody close to her shot her. Alright, I think we're good to go. I swear to God, dude, if Ed keeps talking shit,
Right.
he gonna find out. It's gonna be real funny till I start pulling out some sage. Get cursed, you fuck.
Wait a second. I knew that there were 2 sets of...
Stairs.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever gone up this way. Is there another way up?
I don't know.
Where did...
Like,
What am I seeing?
what are you seeing right now?
I'm having a really strange moment here. I'm going to hang on to this right now. Whew, okay.
I'm interested to see what that was. Ooh.
That's some dangerous shit. Oh, yeah, there's vectors.
Yeah, it is.
We were just having a basketball tournament. Oh, yeah. Right away.
Heavy.
It is.
It's
And
heavy.
it started the moment I saw those stairs.
Do you hear that?
She's screaming.
She is screaming.
Did you hear her scream?
That's what I heard. I heard what sounded like a girl. Who is it that's screaming? you tell us who it is that's screaming?
Argument.
They're having an argument. Can you tell me who it is that's having an argument?
Or had an argument.
I mean, right, it could be referring to earlier.
Does it tie into everything that was coming up before with different mentions of guns and everything else that was coming
It
up?
was like it was gun, pistol, handgun, murder.
Did it use a name? It said something about
Jack
Ann.
and Ann.
Yeah, it said Ann.
And Jack.
So Jack has a secret, and it says Ann is
running.
something.
Ann is running. Murder, cheating. It's pretty much spelled it out.
Did it say Ann was murdered?
It just
I
said,
think so.
yeah.
It's something to that effect.
Is the argument between Jack and Ann?
Niece.
It said
Cook
geese at
grandma.
first.
Niece and grandma.
Niece and grandma.
Cook grandma.
Not steamy grandma.
We got that. We got that the first time we went to Penhurst.
Projection.
All the
It said Stevie Grandma.
Stevie Grandma.
And I was like, man, they rented the gills.
Oh my god. Is Ann someone we need to talk to?
Insidious Invoker.
Insidious Invoker.
Insidious means proceeding in a gradual, subtle way, but with harmful effects.
we did get Jack again.
Why is that the definition they gave me, or the example?
What was the example?
Sexual transmitted diseases can be insidious and sometimes without symptoms. That's couldn't pick any other better.
That was the first thing you had to throw at me? Jesus.
The self-doubter.
The self-doubter.
Very heavy in this room.
Border is one.
Like heavy on the chest.
Very
Yeah,
dusty
it's
too. We get
thick.
Yeah, I said the same thing when I got
Almost like it's like very.
It's like, it's weird because, like, I've never had this sensation. It's thick, but I almost feel calm at the same time.
I usually find it calm up here. I usually feel very
You know what I
relaxed
mean?
up here.
Like, I'm very relaxed right now, but I agree it's thick. But I've never had those two feelings in the same conversation. It's always been, every time it feels thick, I'm like uneasy.
Right.
Where right here, it's like it's thick, but I'm pretty cool, chill right now.
I feel like it's getting hard to breathe.
But I don't think I've ever picked up on this heaviness up here. Ever.
Do we think it's just the fact that we think Ed's up here with us?
No, I don't think that at all.
Maybe.
I don't really feel that way though.
I mean that more in the text of like, again, like a more of a mixing of energies.
Right.
Like it's kind of like mixing the two causes different reactions. So the specific one up here is like, it's heavy, but like at the same time, it's like whatever is typically up here, I feel is also pretty strong in the sense of like, they're not about to like music. They're not about to let him come up here and reign domain. You know what I mean?
That's a
Right.
music and that went off. That'd be cool.
That would have been cool if that went off right now. That's almost how I kind of feel about that. Is like he's kind of possibly here, so it feels heavy, or you feel the tension. But like whatever is normally up here is pretty in itself powerful. So they're like, yeah, no, you can get out of here.
Right. That makes sense.
I don't know. For me, I feel like I can it's hard to breathe, and I weigh like 1,000 pounds right now.
If it's attached to you, it probably is not real happy right now.
It's awfully quiet.
Like not really much of anything going on right here.
Mm-mm.
I feel like that's probably because that's the way they want it.
Right.
They don't really want to talk. They just want to be at peace right here. It's so strange for like an addict to be that way because I feel like most times it's like addicts and basements are always like the two like hot spots for
Right.
negativity. Where this is like so calming.
I've never said this about anywhere I've ever been. I don't like the way I feel right now.
What are you feeling right now?
Heavy. I got like 1,000 pounds on me.
I have an idea. Christopher, would you be willing to go under Estes right now?
Yeah.
I want to figure out why. Because, yeah, he typically isn't somebody that gets affected like that, but I want to know why. Why is it hitting so hard right here? Because I feel relaxed. Like
I do too.
I get like, yeah, there's a little bit of like the heaviness of like hard to breathe a little bit. But again, like I don't get like the negativity of it. I get calm.
Right.
And the fact that he's not is really bothering me.
Yeah, I'll go under.
Okay. Is there anybody up here that's willing to communicate? There's somebody.
Help me.
Can you tell me who this is that I'm speaking to? Ellie. That answered me.
I'm waiting.
Ellie. What are you waiting for?
Woman screamed.
I got that earlier.
Mm-hmm. A lot. Ellie, what are you waiting for?
Stop it.
Just a sneak after Emily.
What is it that I'm supposed to stop?
Get away from me.
Who are you talking to? Are you talking to us or are you talking to somebody else? Ellie, we want to help you. How can we help you?
Jess. She's here.
I said Jess. Can you tell me the name of the woman that's here?
Anne.
Anne. Okay. Anne, why are you here? Anne, is there something that you can tell me to...
Pregnant.
Pregnant? Anne, were you pregnant?
Help.
Anne, I don't quite understand. How is it that we can help you?
He won't.
Explosion.
Let go.
Who is it that won't let go? Can you tell me his name?
He pointed the gun
That's pretty direct.
at her.
Did he shoot her?
He's laughing.
Did he think it was funny that he killed her?
I loved her.
What was your connection to him?
Don't do this.
We're going to keep asking until we get to the truth. What was his connection to her? We want to be able to help you, but we need to know how.
Another scream.
If you're keeping her from talking to me, you need to back off. Let her speak to me. Let her come through.
She's dying.
Ellie wants to talk. Ellie, if you're here as well with Anne and you want to talk...
Love her.
Love her?
What's her connection?
Put it away.
It's like they're playing out the scene. You know?
Right.
Like maybe they don't know that they're dead.
Right.
It's literally just they're playing out the scene. Aggress?
Don't.
Ellie, are you going to be able to help us get some answers behind what's going on?
Please don't.
I don't think they know that they're dead.
No.
Man's voice. Go to hell.
They're talking to each other.
Yeah, they're just talking to each other. Like, they may not even see, hear us, anything. Is there any spirits up here that can tell us how do we help them? How do we break this cycle? Ellie, you said you wanted to talk.
Underneath.
Underneath? What does underneath mean?
Jim.
Jim. It's like I'm trying to figure out how, like, what, because
Is that you got Anne?
Stay together.
stay together. Who is it that needs to stay together?
Take her there.
Yeah, like they're just like, they're just talking to each other. This is nothing with me. I feel like Ellie's being bombarded. She can't talk because all that's going on there is just, yeah, like if you're gonna blackmail somebody.
Voices just yelling back and forth. Man's voice, woman's voice, back and forth, yelling.
That's the fight.
That's the argument.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's just an
We had an
argument.
affair earlier.
Was there an affair? Fire-related injuries.
I warned her.
Now, is that Jack?
Is that Jack that just spoke? Living room? Is there an importance of the living room? Is there something we need to do there?
Woman's voice, then shoot me.
I'd love to know everything they're arguing about because that seems pretty intense.
Yeah. It'd be nice to know where it happened.
Can anybody tell me where the shooting happened?
Help me.
I'll be looking there.
I could have been in the living room, I guess. Did it happen in the living room?
Don't say her name.
Are we talking about Anne? Whose name are we not supposed to speak? It's cool because, like, we haven't really had this before on Estes. Like,
Congratulations.
we haven't really had this on time management. I know where my mind goes with that, and I guess I'll say that in a second. But I think it's cool that we have never really gotten this on Estes, like where there's not really anybody communicating with me, but it's telling a story and everything's matching.
Now he's sad.
Does he regret what he did?
She was beautiful.
Over there. Don't laugh. Put it away.
So now we're back to the beginning of it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like it's just back at the beginning. Now they're back to, like it's like on a loop.
Goodbye. Naturally.
Is there anybody up here that is willing to communicate with me? If there is somebody,
I see her.
if there's somebody that is
Don't.
If there is somebody that's wanting to communicate with us, try to come through. We might need to change locations.
You know what?
We might need to change locations because we're not getting anything that's like, not anything to help us move forward. Like,
Leave.
Hotel. Need to go to a hotel.
Yeah.
I'm not really getting anything to like understand or how to move forward from it. It's just playing the loop.
Right.
I always hate having to wake somebody up from Estes because I feel bad
3.
every time. I know it sucks every time you gotta like get somebody out of there.
I don't know how to turn this off.
There's a button on the right bottom sides of the jack.
The one that says on off.
So that was an interesting Estes method, and it was funny because I've never had an Estes method do this. They didn't answer like pretty much any of my questions, and it wasn't like, I mean, this stuff. There was a couple things that came through that answered, I think, what I was saying, but yours wasn't. They were telling a story.
It felt very much connected.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, it was definitely a story, and it was the story that was going on. but I don't think they know they're dead. They're just replaying. It was replaying the same incident whenever she got shot, essentially, and that whole thing right there, like that moment in time, just kept playing because as soon as it ended, it'd go back to the put it down, and it'd start back over, and it'd like
There was a third person involved in this somehow. It wasn't just the two of them, or at least there was
I
a
haven't
third
been-
person present in that.
I have a possible name. So, but let me ask you this first. There were 3 voices,
Mhm.
right? What were the 2? Like if you're gonna say male or female, what were 2 of the voices?
There was definitely a male and a female.
Right. And if there's a third one, would you say it was male or female?
I thought male.
Thought male? Okay.
There were 2 different male voices.
Actually, I guess that was because I had 2 names actually now that I realize I actually had 2 names. One was male, one was female. The male name that we got was Jim. There was a Jim. Something said Jim at some point.
You said Jim.
I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. I got Ellie on here. But the only reason I didn't think Ellie was involved was because right after it said just the name Ellie, it said Ellie wants to speak. And I was trying to get her like, okay, Ellie, well, if you want to speak, like, go ahead. But you just like that just kept going. So I was like, I don't think she can. I think that is just bombarding what's going on. Like the energy involved in that just moment in time that's just reliving that she like can't speak. And then at one point it said living room. So I was like, I don't know if that's saying that the incident that's being played out happened in the living room, or if Ellie was saying, I want to go to the living room because I can talk there.
Right. 'Cause I don't feel like this happened up here.
Right. I wouldn't think it would either, but so I don't know. But that was an interesting one because like I've always had like more intelligent stuff talk to me. They didn't answer anything I said, but everything did relate. Shit I was getting over here and what you were saying. It was all
related to what we found out earlier.
Well, I mean, right, that answered that because there was the gun and that all tied in nicely with a nice little bow. The only problem was like I couldn't like I couldn't like I don't think they know they're dead. I think it's just that literally that memory is just replaying in a big loop. So it was like I couldn't get any answers like how do we help you? How do we move on from this? And it's like there's nothing. They don't even know. They're just literally replaying that memory over and over and over again. As soon as it would end, it started back over. And you'd say like pretty much maybe not word for word, but it was the same stuff. It was actually pretty cool.
I can't even imagine what we do for them if they can't actually answer questions.
That's what I mean. Like I was just kind of like, I don't know if that was like maybe the possibility that the spirit of Ellie wants like I'm asking like, hey, like how do we help her? And she's like, Ellie's like, hey, I'd like to speak and maybe help you, but I fucking can't
do it up here.
I can't do it up here. So it's like maybe I don't know if there is, but maybe she has an idea.
Maybe.
If she wanted to communicate it. So I mean, we got living room. I mean, what's the harm in going down there and seeing if we get anything?
Right. Maybe this will be quiet enough that she can speak.
I'd be interested to now, go down there and do another method.
Right.
But this time see if it's different.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good plan.
Gage, you alright?
Yeah, he's like really being affected. And that's why I was like, I really thought like we'd get an answer to that. But what I thought to be connected to that, nothing happened there, so I don't know. You just thought that?
Yeah.
Oh no, you keep rolling.
Yeah, let's go try the living room.
Yeah. I'm cool with it.
I'm going to stand directly here in the middle.
Yeah.
Well, what's that room there? I don't think that's considered the living room, not with a bathroom right off of it.
Well, the other thing too, though, is that like, what did they consider the living room?
Right.
Because like, yeah, think like too, like with how much this has changed, like, what was technically their living room?
All right, I'm going to stand in the middle to get that direction or this direction. We'll start there. Which way do we go for the living room? Okay. I'm going to stand directly in the center of this.
Okay.
Which way do we go for the living room?
Cool.
That works.
Works for me.
This would also most likely be where they held the funerals.
Oh,
'Cause,
yeah.
I mean, that looks exactly like where you'd put a casket.
Yeah.
You good, dog? You don't look so good.
Are you okay, right? Huh? He got real sick.
You look sick.
Yeah, he doesn't look good at all.
Like you don't. Like you look terrible.
Say you're all right, but you don't look all right. Be all right.
Like I'm just like that's why like I want to get some answers because like something is making you like physically sick. Like you don't look right.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Yeah. Before we started assessing, he wasn't like that at all.
no. Man, it's so weird too because like I don't know why that would happen up there. I felt good.
Right.
So we got to find out what that's about.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'm here.
Can you tell me your name?
Ellie,
Ellie. That was cool.
That was clear as day.
I saw it.
What was it that you saw? I want him to tell me what it was that she saw because I can kind of piece it together. But
Jim.
Jim, yeah.
Right.
What did you see Jim do?
Screaming at her.
Screaming at her? Why was he screaming at her?
Cheating.
Cheating. The affair, yeah. Can you tell me the name of the man that she cheated on him with?
She didn't.
She didn't. Was he wrong? Did she stay loyal to him?
He was crazy.
It's crazy. Who shot her?
Jack.
Jack. That was the other name I was looking for. Yeah. Who was Jack? Like, what was his relation to her? How was Jack involved?
Ellie, do you know? Jack was mine.
Ellie, was Jack yours? I wonder if that's how she's connected to this.
Ellie and Nan. Both of them.
Right. Ellie, was Jack yours?
Husband.
So, wait. So, who was Jack married to? Say their name.
Me.
Ellie, is that you?
Jealousy.
Yes. Ellie, do they know that they're dead?
Keep him away.
Who are we supposed to keep away?
Jim.
Jim? How do we keep Jim away?
He has her.
Are you talking about Anne?
Obsession.
Ellie, I don't understand. How can we help?
She might not know.
Remove.
Remove. We have to remove Jim?
Yes.
After we remove Jim, will that finally be let go?
Love.
Will love conquer after Jim is removed?
Mother's love.
Mother's love.
One of them's a mother, one's a daughter.
Oh yeah. Ellie, are you Anne's mother?
Yes.
No fucking way. Oh my god, and that's the cards.
Right.
That's how that's fucking tied in. So Jim was married to Anne, and Jim
Pregnant.
She was pregnant.
Anne.
Anne was pregnant. Was she pregnant when she got shot?
Yes.
It's heavy. Besides removing Jim, is there anything else that we need to do for her?
Tell her.
What is it that we need to tell her? What is it that I'm supposed to tell her?
Woman here.
Woman here?
She's here.
Are you talking about Anne?
No.
Okay, what's the name of the woman?
She'll help.
What's her name?
Might be Ellie.
I've been talking to Ellie.
Mary.
Mary. I was going to say, I'm talking to Ellie this whole time. She's talking about somebody else. Mary can help?
Tillotson.
Tillotson. Is that her last? Yeah. Mary Tillotson.
Yeah.
You said Mary Tillotson will help?
Talk to her.
Okay. Mary, can you come forward and talk to me?
Yes.
Mary, what do we need to do to help her?
Anne. Go to Anne.
Where is Anne?
Bring her. To me.
Bring her to you? Where is she at? So we can go get her. Where is she at?
Window.
Window? There's a lot of those. Can you be a little bit more specific on which window? I want to help her. I just need to know exactly where I need to go to help her. Maybe she can't. Maybe she doesn't know how to explain it to me. Mary, would you be able to guide us there?
He's hurting her.
I know he's hurting her, and I want to help her as best that I can, but I need to know where I need to go to bring her to you. Is there any way that you can tell us where to go, or maybe guide us there so we can...
Window.
Upstairs.
Upstairs? Can you tell me which floor? Maybe if I say a floor, Christopher would know.
On the right.
Window on the right. It might be vague, but it might be enough.
Might be enough for him to
Piece it together. Okay. Mary, are you going to be here for us to help her?
Yes.
Okay. So I need to bring her back right here. Just for confirmation.
I can.
Okay. Do we need to do this fast?
Please. Do it now.
Okay. Cool with it. I'll wait here. Okay. So we have a mission.
I feel like that was about 2 hours.
We have a mission, and Mary wants it to be done fast. I was first I was talking to Ellie, like pretty much directly, and then Mary showed up. You said her name, Mary Tillotson.
I remember saying her last name for sure.
She showed up, and I mean direct conversation. I said, and she immediately answered exactly what I asked and gave me an answer. Some of the most direct conversation I think I've ever had with like just as fast as possible. I don't quite know where we need to go, but I think you might. We need to help Anne.
Window.
Yes.
I kept saying window.
Yes. We need to separate her from Jim. We need to. They said that we need to remove Jim, and Mary said that she can help us do that. We need to bring Anne here. We need to bring her to this spot right here. And she said that I asked her where she was so we could go and help her. She said the window. I tried to keep asking which window. She said to the right, upstairs. I don't quite know what that means, but I figured you might.
I think I do.
You're talking about Anne and Ellie.
Oh, Ellie is Anne's mother. Ellie's trying to help Anne. I about fucking fell over when that was said. Ellie is Anne's mother. Jack is Ellie's husband.
And they're trying to get Jim away.
Jim must be the one.
Jim is the one that shot her and she was pregnant.
Ugh.
He was crazy, apparently.
When I went to that window, I don't remember if it was the first time I was here or second time I was here. I said that the man in that room didn't really have a connection to this house other than the fact that I think his body was here. The man in that window, I think his funeral was here. And somehow he came attached to his body and just never left. And I think this whole thing plays out around him.
Yeah, they said once he's removed, that'll be okay. We have to remove Jim. And Mary specifically said she's here to help us with that too. She can help us remove him. I don't quite yet know how she's going to, but she said bring her here. So all I know is that we need to go to that window, get Anne, and have her come with us.
The two cards that fell earlier today were mother and daughter.
Right.
Upstairs was with mother and daughter. Now, Ellie and Anne, mother and daughter. Mary died at her daughter's house in her daughter's care. Her stone over there even says mother on it. There's so many reasons these two cards fell today.
Right. That was really like it was kind of like they had to be separate from the reading, but they had to be separate but shown in a way they were so poignant to basically after all this basically like say, hey, like it was all connected because
Right.
like that was the underlying like the reading was like this is what you're basically going to specifically do, but that's the theme.
Right.
That's the theme that's going to get you through the whole thing.
What I'm thinking is that I'm going to draw a spread when we get up there, and maybe Mary will interpret it.
Well, Mary won't be up there. Mary specifically said, bring her down here.
Okay.
That's why we have to go to the window and get Ellie's attention and have Ellie come to her. I don't know if maybe like the kind of like the same thing as the attic, like the energy is too strong for her to really.
Ellie's attention or Anne's?
Sorry, Anne's attention.
It's okay, just making sure.
Right. We have to go and get Anne's attention, bring Anne down here, and then Mary will help her. But it has to be here. I feel like maybe this is Mary's strongest point. Maybe. I would make
Where
sense to me because
it makes sense.
it would make sense because after like that, how poignant the answers were, like immediately after I asked, and it was direct conversation. I was like, this is some powerful energy right now.
Right.
So, yeah, we have to go get Anne and bring her here. I don't know how we do that. Especially because, like, whenever we were in the attic, it didn't even really seem like Anne knew what was going on.
Right.
So I don't know how we do that. But Mary seems to think that we can. So I don't like.
Try something.
Okay.
It'll either work or it won't.
Right. All we can do is try. But she did. Whenever I said, "Do you want this done fast?" and she said, "Yes, please."
Then let's go.
Right.
Did I say something about him still hurting her?
Yes.
That's why this has to be done. Oh,
Yeah.
God, that's why this has to be done fast.
Yeah. She sounded a pretty urgency.
I don't even know where I'm going right now. Did I just walk in a circle? Oh. She even said
To the right.
this would be the window he's been seen in.
That makes sense.
And I remember when I walked in there, seeing him, looking in his eyes and thinking, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to entertain this. I didn't like what I saw. That doesn't matter right now.
Dude, I'm telling you what. I just had a major chill run down my spine. I don't like this.
And your mother's here. And she's going to help you. She's going to take care of you. You don't have to be embarrassed. You loved him. She tried warning you. You made a mistake. She's not going to rub it in your face. She just wants you with her. She understands how sometimes love can make you blind. I don't need to pull that thread. And all you have to do is walk away from him, and everything will be different. He won't be able to hurt you anymore. And there are 2 people downstairs who want to help you heal. If you'll just step away from him. Yes, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm. Pulled the justice card.
I couldn't have done that if I tried. It's just what was there. In this moment, I don't know how that will happen. I have felt like the man who looks out that window was just always stuck in a prison of his own doing. But she's about to walk away and he's going to be stuck there alone. Maybe that in itself is
It's
justice.
justice. The way that he hurt her and the way he continues to hurt her.
Right.
It's justice. Yeah. That's exactly how I feel.
I think she's ready to step away from him.
Okay.
I'm going to keep these out and spread them out on the floor. The board worked really well for Mary before.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab the board. Oh, that was reversed, the world. That makes even more sense about how she saw him as her world. And it doesn't matter who tried to warn her. That doesn't matter. It's not relevant right now. Because we just said upstairs that wouldn't happen. That no one was going to throw that in her face. Mary. Please verify for me that this is you. Thank you. Anne is with you now. Ellie's here too. Am I right about him being stuck in his own mind, in a sense. I can just feel my chest, my shoulders, everything relaxing. This is going to take some time. She's going to be okay. Are we right, Mary, that certain energies don't take hold in this house because you're protecting it? Upstairs in the bedroom, what happened up there? That woman, although a mother, she was not capable of showing love. Ellie's love for Anne was misinterpreted. Ellie was trying to protect her by warning her. And that caused problems between Ellie and Anne. But Ellie loved her and never gave up on her. The children who were here, at some point there's mention of foster children. They received love here. Some of them for the first time ever. And you, your daughter, Stella, she took care of you until you had to leave. She loved you as much as you loved her. And your granddaughter loved you so much that she placed that stone here for you. Your life was all about love. And that's how you're here and why you're here. And that's how you protect this house and keep certain energies away. Mary is everything we needed to do tonight. Done. Can I ask you one more question? Did you have a connection to the National Home for the Daughters of America?
What is going on right now?
She answered that question, but she had to fight to answer that question.
I can feel that right now.
Something didn't want her to answer that question.
I think I know what. But, so here's what's weird. And I'm not even fucking with you right now. I was literally just sitting here thinking that was one of the best Estes methods that I've ever done. And I was going to see if after we did this, if we could do it again in that room. Because I had some questions I wanted to ask. That not necessarily being the specific question I was going to ask, but it was in that realm of things. So the fact that your mind went there too, and then that reluctantly was answered.
I feel like she was being fought. She tried to answer that.
Right. And the reason I say in that room again is, again, I could feel the powerful energy and the way she was able to respond in that room. Maybe she can help. I don't know. Especially if that's true. If she had a connection with Lyde.
Let's try it. There's likely to be a lot of resistance.
There might be resistance.
What this...
I mean, right. There's probably going to be resistance. But I feel like that's the only way we're going to get answers.
It's worth a try.
I feel like this could get really interesting.
Yeah, my chest is tight already.
Okay, just to check here. Christopher, can you hear me?
I'm here.
Jeez. Is this Mary?
Let's go.
Let's go.
That might be it.
I don't know. Mary, can you confirm that this is you real quick? If this isn't Mary, tell me who you are.
I'll hold him.
I'll hold him. Are you talking about who I think you're talking about? Say his name.
She stays away.
Who is it that stays away?
Bide.
Lie. Why does she stay away?
Bring her.
Bring her? Am I supposed to bring her here? Where is it that I'm supposed to bring her?
She's not coming.
Why isn't she coming? Does she stay away from Ed?
She wouldn't recognize you.
Is
Bitch.
Bitch. Is Ed so different than when he was alive that Lyde wouldn't even recognize him?
She saw
What did she see?
his eyes.
His eyes. What? Oh, I got chills. What was the significance about his eyes? Describe it.
She was afraid.
Were his eyes a certain color?
Bring her. Bring her.
Am I supposed to bring her here?
I'm not talking to you.
Is this Ed? Or is she saying that she's not talking to me right now? I don't know. Who is this that I'm speaking to right now?
I will find her.
That's Ed again. Ed, if you're here, you need to back off. Leave this space. You're not welcome here. Leave.
She doesn't want you. I'm not talking to you. Bitch.
Every time Ed's talking to me, he says bitch. And he'll say he's not talking to me. Ed, I don't care if you want to talk to me or not. I'm telling you, you need to leave. Mary and I will get you out of this place. You're not welcome here. Leave. Leave now.
Keeping her safe keeps you safe.
Keeping her safe keeps you safe. Mary, are you saying that keeping Lyde safe is what's keeping us safe?
I'll be with you.
Mary, are you saying that you're going to...
He won't win.
That's good.
Stop it.
Ed, you need to leave. Get out of here. Mary, are you saying that you're going to be with us?
He's evil.
Mary, do you know how he got here? I know the answer. I just want to see if he'll say it.
Use light.
Use light. I feel like that just could be saying, like, instead of use darkness, use light. Like,
Love.
I was getting ready to say love, yeah. Is that what we use to heal that place?
This is
This is what?
war.
War. And I don't care if you're angry. I hope you're angry. You need to leave. Get out of here.
It's not over.
It's over for us today, Ed. Leave. Go back where you came from. You're not welcome here. You're not allowed to be here. Leave. Mary, are you still here?
She'll come back when it's time.
Is Lyde specifically not going back to her house because of what's there?
She's the key.
Lyde is the key. We got that there. She is the key. Do we need to have Lyde go back to that house to get rid of it?
He's getting stronger.
Mary, can you fight him off?
Above. Below.
above and below. What do we need to do there?
Cut it off.
Cut it off.
How do we do that?
Up to down.
Up to down. Bless it from above to below. So light is the key to fixing what's there.
The window.
The window. Is that its strongest point? Is that where
Look.
Where am I supposed to look?
His eyes.
Look in his eyes. Whose eyes?
Christopher.
Is there something wrong with his eyes? What's wrong with his eyes?
Still.
Still. Why do I need to look?
2 heads.
2 heads? What has 2 heads?
This just died.
I just went silent.
Yeah. That was strange.
Yeah.
I have another question, and it's not necessarily connected. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I kind of just want some closure on it. Do I have an attachment? That almost is going to go in what I was going to ask next. Is it not
Go ahead.
fully formed? Is it almost like the beginning stages? Okay. Say what you were going to say then, because I was wrong.
Well, when he brought it to here, that's kind of like what he did when you asked about Ross House, where it's like you're real close, but not quite
Really?
there. So he
You
couldn't
really-
give a yes or a no. So in asking about the attachment, he responded that same way.
Right. Can you maybe spell what it is?
It was very emphatic.
I saw that.
Guide.
I have a guide?